So I am here with Meredith Chin, who is the Manager of Corporate Communications at Facebook. And you were on the panel about engaging audiences, and presumably in your case through social networking. Mm-hmm. What were some of the critical issues discussed there?
We talked a lot about creating engaging content. What does that look like on things like Facebook and Twitter, and what's the frequency like on Facebook and Twitter, and how do those differentiate based on the channel. We talked a lot about what it means for artists these days, how different music has become based off of the accessibility that people have online.
And Facebook is becoming increasingly popular as a destination for bands. I know Root Music is one add-on that really creates a nice, rich media experience. Mm-hmm. Can we expect more of that in the future? More multimedia experience on Facebook?
I think so. I think we are an open platform that really allows people to build any sort of social service at all. So I think more and more there are going to be applications that are built by people who are trying to get music to be powered by people, music recommendations to be powered by people. And so in the same way that games have kind of taken off on Facebook and have just that industry has just evolved and changed so much in a very, very short amount of time, I think music will be similar.
My understanding is there's a sort of a finite number of white label sort of developers that can have access to the platform. Is that correct, or am I off base?
Anyone can build on Facebook.
Anybody can build on Facebook. Yeah. Just a custom landing page or an application that other people can embed and share.
So there are applications that are built specifically for pages. So an example of Root Music has built an application specifically for music pages, but there are also various other applications or social plugins. There's so many technologies that we offer right now that anyone can use and build and integrate into their website.
One thing that's come up is that there are there's copyright law, and there's the statutory and all the licensing debacle that is preventing innovation, I think, in the digital space. And then there's a few players, I would say Facebook, I would say Apple, I would say Google, that can sort of change the tone of the conversation. Do you see that as your role to help make music and media more, I guess, accessible, innovative, dynamic, social?
I think our role is to help connect the world. And however that's happening, whether that's connecting through games, connecting through music, whatever it is, we want to help facilitate that. So I think it's going to be up to third-party applications to build really engaging experiences for people on Facebook, but really we're the sort of underlying technology that's there.
You hear at the MusicTech conference periodically, artists are complaining, oh God, I don't want to tweet again, oh, I don't want to update my Facebook status. But that is the new reality to being sort of in a grassroots band is, the social networking component, is just part of your existence. Do you have any advice on how to make that more effective?
I think people need to think about it as not so much a chore. I think people need to live their lives and think about how they can share it with people that care about them and people that are interested in them. But I don't think it has to necessarily be so calculated. It doesn't have to be, oh, I have to tweet right now, or oh, I have to update my Facebook right now. It's really just about kind of going out and saying, what are the cool things that I have access to or that I'm able to do that other people don't and that other people are interested in. I think my advice to those people would just be give it a try, keep at it. We also talked on the panel about how it's sort of like exercising. It's like you just kind of have to keep at it, and the more you do it, the better you feel. And
right. Yeah. I remember so I am in a band, and we're a little bit dormant right now. But as we were really trying to build momentum, I felt like I was marketing to my friends because it was on Facebook, and I was sort of worried that I was oversaturating. I always had that concern, like being a self-promoter. And I think it takes some getting used to work around that. Do you have any advice there? How to?
Were you using your profile or were you using your page?
I was using my page, but
okay.
pimping it through my profile, so I don't
Okay.
know where the line was there.
Okay, I think, pages you can be slightly more promotional than on your profile, obviously, because your friends really just want to know about the really personal things and things that are just, you care about in life. But so on your page, you can be a lot more frequent with the promotional aspect of it. But I mean, yeah, there is certainly a limit. You don't want to necessarily spam people,
Right.
but you want to get the word out. It's just there isn't. I think a lot of people that I talk to want to know the exact science that'll come along with it, but there isn't any.
Right.
And really, this is a new frontier for social in every single way. Like us as Facebook, we have to experiment with things and try new things all the time, and there's no perfect way to do something. So, and the way one person's doing it on their page may not work for another. So, I mean, it really just is sort of trial and error.
Well, in fact, every time something big works out, it's like, well, okay, you can't do that anymore. You have to do something else. So it's almost a never-ending battle. I would say, though, would you recommend for singer-songwriters it's just their name, definitely get a page for yourself as a musician and keep your page for you as an individual separate?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. People who have profiles, they should be using. We really put a lot of emphasis on connecting with the people for profiles, connecting with the people that you really know in real life. Being able to set your privacy settings and being able to control who sees what is a great aspect of Facebook, and so that's why we allow profiles to sort of be locked down that way. But whereas pages are public, and you can do a lot more with them, and people can access them, people that you don't necessarily know.
Great. Well, Meredith Chin, thank you very much for sitting down with us.
Thank you for having me.